Welcome to another episode of OSFirstTimer. In this episode, we're going to be trying out iOS 7 on the iPhone 4S while comparing it to Nokia OS on my mum's Nokia phone. Please note that Nokia OS is an informal name for the operating system on my mum's phone, however. So your first task will be finding out what time it is on your Nokia phone.
Okay, well, that's easy. 10:07.
So how many buttons did you have to press to get the time?
Well, I had to unlock it first.
Yep.
And then wait till the screen shines up and then see the 10:07 in the top right-hand corner. Very
Okay.
easy.
Now let's compare it to the iPhone.
Okay. I know that you do that to turn the iPhone.
And there's the time.
Oh, instantly.
Easier or harder on the iPhone or the Nokia phone?
Well, it's easier on the iPhone, but had my phone not been locked, I would have just had to have pressed this button and it would have lit up.
Last question, is it easier to read the time on the iPhone or the Nokia phone?
Well, it's easier to read it on the iPhone because it's in larger print and it's kind of like the first thing you see when you turn it on.
Okay, great. Your next task is to write, save and open a text document. However, on the phones, both phones you're using, it's going to be more of a note thing. So you don't have to make a text document as long as it's some kind of text note. So first of all...
Well, you know what? I've never done this on my phone.
Yep, so try it. You've never done it on either.
I have had this phone for more than 10 years. It was my first mobile phone. Pretty sad, isn't it, considering I'm 40. And I've just never needed to do that sort of thing. If I need to write something down, I get a pen and paper and write it down. This is just simply to make calls, receive calls, send text, receive text. That's all.
Okay.
And tell the time occasionally.
So let's...
Okay, so I'm going to go into the menu. Well, there's the calendar thing. What else is down here? Oh, that's opening a book of something. So what's that? That's contacts, settings. Oh, no. Well, it's not in there. That's something to do with music. What's this? Applications. Okay. I want to go in Pocket News. I don't know what Pocket News is. I've never used it before. Radio. I didn't even know you could listen to the radio on this. Isn't that funny? Web, but I don't have it connected to the web. Media. Organizer. Maybe it's in there. Notes. Oh, there we go. It is in there. I don't know what that note was because I... Okay, well,
So you're now editing this note?
Yeah, well, I didn't even know I had that note there in the beginning. Okay. This...
Do you think this is pretty hard to type? Because, I mean, look at that. Like, you've got to press each key. Like, if you want V, you've got to press H 3 times. That's ridiculous.
It is actually hard, but because the keys are very small and it's not like a keyboard where you can just type one key for one letter, but it's doubly as hard because of the fact I had an accident on New Year's Eve and severed an artery in my hand by cutting something with a knife. And see those two beautiful stitches there in my hand? And I can tell you that is quite painful. So yes, it's doubly as hard. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so can you now save it?
Well, easy. Save. You press that.
And you've got it. Now can you delete it?
Oh, options. I'm assuming delete. Yep.
Delete.
Option. It was in options, so I'm deleting it.
Yep.
Yes.
Great. Now, make a note with the iPhone. I'm going to ask you to do it with just the iPhone itself. Then I'm going to get you to do it with Siri. So without even...
Who's Siri?
Siri is the iPhone's voice.
Oh, I didn't
It's
know
a
it had
like
a
little
voice.
assistant on the iPhone.
That's pretty handy. Didn't know it had an assistant. Does my phone have an assistant?
No, sorry.
Okay. So I'm turning it on.
So now try and
notice
write a
line.
note.
Let's have a look. Photos, calendar, messages, notes. It's right there on the screen. I could see it.
Okay.
And I assume that you...
Well, that's an old note. Just you write a new one.
Okay.
The iPhone is in almost default state.
Oh, writing, yes.
Oh, no. Basically, what it does is it auto-corrects you. You cross it out if you don't want it.
So you don't have to select the
so
auto.
you're typing writing, and then if you write it wrong, it'll autocorrect you as soon as you press space.
Well, it's only because my fingers are much thicker than...
Well, let's say you want the keyboard bigger. How would you do that?
I've seen you do this before. You turn it round, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, writing a... Yeah, that's easier for fatter fingers. Okay, so writing a note, and it's done, yes. I'm assuming that might be
saved. Now you can go back
saved.
to notes. There we go.
Oh, it's already saved instantly.
It's saved.
So I didn't have to save
No.
it. Okay.
And now, let's say you wanted to get back into that note. How would you do it? Do you like the way it kind of zooms out
Yeah,
of
how
that and
come
it
it
goes in the
doesn't
note?
go this way?
Oh, you can't do that on the home screen unless you jailbreak it.
Oh, okay.
So notes. So
Well, you just go into notes.
Yep.
And that was the one that I
Yep,
did.
and there it is.
Okay.
Now can
and
you
if I
delete
want
that?
to get rid of it, I'm assuming the bin.
Yep.
Delete note. Oh, that's easy. That's very
Was it
easy.
easy?
Yeah, it was actually.
great.
Even though my phone was very logical with how to get there, even though I'd never done it in the 10 years that I'd owned that phone, I'd never written a note in it. I don't know how that other note got in there.
Yep.
It was still easy for me to do, whereas this is even easier than what I
Yep.
considered logical.
There, you've got to go into multiple things just to get into notes. Here
Yeah.
it shows you all your applications, so that's great. And
Yeah.
these are just things that come with the phone.
Yeah.
So you can get more out because think there's over 1 million apps in the
Wow.
App Store that you can find your car. There's even there's millions of things.
Okay, what's this Siri thing now?
Now, to access Siri, how do you think you would do it? Just think it's simple.
Okay, well, I'm just assuming that if it's simple, I probably just turn it on. I slide it because you have to unlock it, and I'm assuming access Siri. Nothing happened.
So the way you open Siri, at any point in time, you simply do this. You hold your finger on the home button, and then there it is.
So, okay. Hello Siri.
No, it's already, because we were saying stuff. It's confused now. Okay, take two now that we're a little closer to the internet. So can you open the Siri again?
Okay, well, I turn it on.
But you can just hold it on. You don't even have to get into the
Oh, really?
thing. Yep.
So I just push it. Oh, hello, how are you?
I'm happy to be alive.
That's pretty good.
Well, it's not actually something you're supposed to just how you a conversation with. You could do that, but you're trying to get tasks done.
Oh,
So
okay.
your task is actually to write a note.
Okay, write a note.
Oh, you've got to touch it first.
Oh, okay, I've got to touch it. Write a note.
What would you like the note to say?
I would like the note to say, I am writing a note.
Got it.
Oh, I didn't mean to say I would like the note to say. Oh, well, I get the message.
Yeah, and if you go to notes now, you'll see that the note's already written in there and everything.
Okay, how do I get back to notes? Do I just... Okay, so...
There it is.
Wow, there it is. Okay, so the name of the note is
It's
just the
always
beginning
just,
of the note.
beginning of it, yeah.
Okay.
Now can you use your Nokia phone to calculate 56 plus 78?
Well, I don't normally use this phone to do calculations. I normally just pick up a calculator if I need to do that. So I'm assuming it's going to be in Organiser. I think I've actually seen it before in Organiser. Yes, there it is. Calculator, select. What was the thing again? 50,
So 58 plus 76.
58.
I probably changed it though.
Oh, add.
76.
I could have done that in my head. Okay, equals 134.
Okay.
Okay.
So was that pretty easy?
Oh, well, yeah, it was easy. I did it. But there were quite a few steps involved, and I think it would have just been easier to do in my head or
Okay.
do on a bit of paper or get an actual calculator.
Okay. So now do it on the iPhone.
Okay, so you've got calendar, camera. Well, I'm not going to go to the App Store because I'm assuming that it would already be somewhere
Yep,
here
there
on the
is an app.
phone.
By the way,
But I
this is a
can't see it.
folder. That's a folder, just so you're aware.
Extras.
Yeah.
So it's in extras. Okay, well, I would have searched everywhere else, I guess. Calculator, there it is.
And you can take it out of that folder and place it out.
Oh, you can actually put it
Yeah,
on
you
the
can take it
desktop
out. You can
if
take
you
stuff. In
wanted.
fact, we'll try
Is
that
it
next.
called a desktop?
It's called your home screen.
Home screen, okay.
Okay. So can you calculate 58 plus 76?
Much easier.
What was it? Yep. So
Yeah,
easier
just
on the
pressing the
iPhone.
buttons, not having
Yeah,
to
go
scroll
through
down.
things, yeah.
And the buttons are a lot bigger too.
Yeah. Can you just, like I was saying, can you take the calculator out of that folder? So what you
Where's
just
that?
did was a search feature, so you can search for any app on the iPhone.
Well, I can't seem to grab it.
So to move normal apps around the screen, what you typically do is you hold your finger on the app
Yeah.
till it's shaking, and
Oh.
then you took it out.
Oh, wow. And they all wobble.
Yeah, and then to stop them wobbling and so you can stop moving them around, you just press that button.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Do you like
What
the
if
way...
you want to keep them wobbling? I think it looks funny.
Well, you can't actually open apps if they're wobbling.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Can you use Siri to calculate?
Oh,
so
okay.
here we go.
Oh, well, let me do
Go.
it. I'm getting the hang of this.
Yeah.
So I'm pushing that hard. I want to calculate.
I'm not sure I understand.
I'll give you the name of the task and see if Siri can do it with the name of the task. So the task is calculate 56 plus 76.
Oh, okay. So you don't be formal and say, I want to calculate. You say,
Yeah.
calculate 58 plus 76.
Checking my sources. The answer is 134.
Oh, clever Siri. Very good, Siri.
No, I'm useful, but thanks for saying so.
Okay.
Okay. Now, your next task is to change the desktop background.
Oh, my
But
gosh.
not using Siri, and we've got to do it on the Nokia first.
Oh, I wouldn't even know how to do that. That background's the same one as when I bought the phone about more than 10 years ago.
Okay, well, it's finally time for a
Why
change.
do people change things all the time? I mean, it's just better to keep things the way they are. Now I don't even know how to get out of... I want to get out of this. I have to clear it all first to get out of it. There, now
Okay.
I'm out of it.
So how would you change that background there? That background is called the stair background.
Well,
Say you wanted a
obviously-
flower background.
Obviously, I can't right-click anything because if I right-click that, it takes me to my calendar. So I'm assuming it's got to be in one of these things. I wonder if it's in settings. Maybe it's in settings.
Profiles,
Profiles.
themes.
Themes. It's probably in themes actually because display, time, date, call. Oh, why would you go to call when you just simply call? I'm assuming themes actually. Oh, stair. It must be themes
'cause this
because
is
it's already
stairs.
stair.
Okay, select theme.
Okay, there's only 4 themes
Yep, four
there.
themes. So you've got
Basic Nokia,
stair, flower, or Telstra.
Oh, I think I
Yeah,
prefer the
flower.
flower. Applying?
Theme,
Okay,
yeah.
well that's easy.
The funny thing about the theme, see that progress bar? Instead of being a stairs progress bar, it's now going to be a flower petals flying along. There you go.
Okay, now
get
that.
out. Now it's all flowery.
Oh my gosh, okay.
So really, it suits you more now.
Well, it does actually. Yeah. Okay, well, done.
Okay. Would you say that was fast and easy, something you could quickly do?
It was easy, it was logical.
Yeah.
I could do it, but I wouldn't say it was fast. I mean, there was a number of steps involved.
Okay. Now can you do it on the iPhone with iOS 7? Without Siri first, and then with Siri.
Without Siri, I'm going to go there. So messages, calendar, photos, camera, weather, settings. I'm assuming it's
Yep.
in settings because it's a setting type thing. Oh, airplane mode. I didn't even know you could have a phone in an airplane. Personal hotspot. Didn't know I had a personal hotspot.
Personal hotspot is if you want to use the internet on your phone, and so like laptops can connect to it. It's
Oh,
almost like
okay.
your phone becomes a little modem.
Oh, wallpapers and brightness. I'm assuming it's called a
Okay.
wallpaper.
And there they are. It says choose wallpaper, and it's showing both your home screen and your lock screen. So lock screen and home screen.
Well, they're not wallpapers as far as I'm concerned.
So why do you think it's showing? It's saying choose a wallpaper, and it's got 2 options there. So you can change it for your lock screen
I see.
or your
It doesn't
home
have
screen.
many. Mine had more than yours. Mine had 4. Yours has
but
only
you
got
can,
2.
You can take photos with this phone
Okay,
and set
well,
any
I'm gonna-
photo you take as a lock screen.
Oh,
and,
wow.
Oh, there we go. There was more.
There was a whole stack more. These actually look pretty good. Oh, I like these. I'll tell you what, your pink flower thing looks better than my pink flower. I think I'm going to choose... Oh, that's quite pretty. I like that one.
This is my iPhone, but okay.
Give people the wrong messages, huh?
Set now. Would you like to set it for just this lock screen, or do you want it for the home
I
screen,
want
or
it
both?
for both. There we go.
Okay, and now you have successfully changed the wallpaper, but it doesn't look very good there because it kind of the apps get in the way.
Doesn't matter. It looks very good there, though.
Okay,
Why didn't you have this to begin with? It looks really good.
now can you use Siri to change the desktop background?
Well, that's going to be easy. So I pushed that hard. Change desktop background.
Okay, I found this on the web.
So what is it called in the phone?
Wallpaper? Change my wallpaper.
I can't do that, but you can change it in settings.
Oh, well, there we go.
Well, I've actually...
I just did. Wait a sec. I just did.
I don't understand. I just did. But I could search the web for it.
At first I thought Siri was pretty clever, but
now...
I'm beginning to doubt that now.
Okay, let's just try something. I want to change the background of my iPhone.
Apple.com can tell you all about iPhones.
I've done it before. I've used this like in a preview thing.
You know what? I think it's just easier to do it yourself.
Change my wallpaper. There we go. I said change my wallpaper and it's taken me to the options
So
to change
you
my
need
wallpaper.
to be very specific
instead of
with
changing...
what you say.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think it's easier just to go into the settings and do it yourself. Yeah.
So for that case, you think it's easier?
Yeah, it is. Look how long this has taken.
Okay, so now, how would you turn off this phone?
Oh, turn off the phone. I pressed that, but I'm not going to do that because I forgot the pin.
Okay.
So, yeah, I do know how to do it.
Okay, so what if your battery runs out?
I get my husband. He knows the pin.
Okay.
He's good with
How would
pins.
you turn this phone off? Now, not just off as in on standby, like that.
Yeah.
I mean off as in, like, literally using no battery whatsoever.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to use Siri for that. Can I use Siri? Turn iPhone off.
I can't do that for you. My apologies.
Why not?
Why not what?
Why can't you turn the iPhone off?
Sorry, I can't help you with that.
What can you help me with?
And it's got other things it can help you with. Maps, give me directions home, post to Facebook, tweet my location.
Emails,
Yeah.
weather. Okay.
What's the weather for today?
Okay.
Search to find mitosis. That's pretty cool.
Mitosis. What a random thing.
Anyway.
It doesn't want to turn its...
Okay, well, get rid of Siri.
Okay.
And then you do it yourself.
Goodbye.
Nice talking with you.
Good. He's
Oh,
gone.
it's gone. Okay. Now, do you want to turn the iPhone off?
Yes, I do. And I think I'm going to have to do it without Siri because Siri doesn't want to.
In fact, before we do turn the iPhone off, let's do a bit of stuff with Siri. Let's say you wanted to send an email to someone. Do you think you could do that with just Siri?
Siri came up with that list of options and email was one of them. So
Okay, we'll try send an email with Siri, just guessing. To Diana Adams.
Send email to...
My name, it's Siri.
I know that.
I don't know what you mean by... I know that.
I don't know what you mean by I
How
know.
about a web search for it?
No, don't worry.
Okay.
I want to email Diana Adams.
What's the subject of the email?
Hello to myself.
Okay. What would you like the email to say?
Hello again to myself.
Here's your message to Diana Adams.
Do you want to
Ready
send?
to send it?
That's so silly.
Okay, I'll send it.
It's fast.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, dude, it's fast emails.
Okay, it's gone.
Okay, let's say you need to go to the toilet. What would you do?
I would just go.
No, but you're in a desert and you don't know what to do.
Duck behind a cactus.
You're in a shopping centre and there's people looking at you. Every time you take a step, people...
I just asked somebody where's the toilet.
and they couldn't speak, all their mouths were glued up with pins.
Well, I wouldn't be there for a start. Okay, I'll ask Siri.
Okay.
Where is the toilet?
All right, here's what I got.
Well, that doesn't help me very
Right.
much. Have you, or maybe you can enlarge it and then just go on it.
There's an app
There's
for
an
that.
app for the toilet. What do I do, sit on it? Okay.
Tell it that you need to go to the toilet.
Is there a public toilet somewhere?
I couldn't find any public toilets.
Then how do I not wet my pants?
Let me check that. Here's what I found on the web.
I love to wet my pants. Group with personal stories forums. I peed in my pants.
Okay, let's
Oh
not...
dear. This is not good.
Okay.
Well, it's not very... You would have burst me
Okay,
by
wait.
now.
Wait. Well, let's say another thing.
I think it
My
would have
car is running out of petrol.
Let me have a look. My web search turned
Oh,
this
no, I
up.
should tell you. Where is the nearest petrol station?
I found a couple of petrol stations
see?
a short distance from you.
See how it actually finds
That's
it
not
based on you?
actually... Forestville? That's not near us at all.
Well,
and
what about
Spit
that?
Road? There's one on Harbord Road and there's one down on
Well, obviously
Water
it
Road.
doesn't have all the petrol stations.
It certainly doesn't. These are very far. I would have run out of fuel by the time I drove there.
Okay, now let's say you need to quickly find a picture of something, but you don't have time to go on the internet, go to Google Images and search it. Let's say you wanted like a picture of a cat. How would you get a picture of that?
Picture of cat.
Okay, I found this on the web.
Oh,
Okay.
cute.
Yeah, okay. Got a picture of a cat.
I want to see a dog.
I found quite a number of movies matching dog.
Well, it said you wanted to see.
Show me a picture of a dog.
Can we actually see that? You're kidding. Can you just watch a movie on this?
No, it
Any
just
movie
tells
you
you
want.
about the movies.
Even
Come on,
ones at the cinema.
It's recording everything we're saying.
My web search turned this up.
A picture of a dog.
Sorry, I
actually said
cheated on you. Here are some balloons and flowers.
that. Okay.
Okay.
Let's say you had a really important meeting at 6 a.m, all your alarm clocks broke, and you've got a disease that makes it so you can only wake up at 9 a.m. unless a sound goes off. How would you wake yourself up at 6 a.m. with the iPhone with just Siri alone?
Wake me up at 6 a.m.
Okay, I set an alarm for 6 a.m.
Do you think that's pretty simple?
Thank you, but make sure it rings.
Just doing my job.
Good. Okay. The real test is if it rings, but I don't want to be woken up at 6 a.m.
Well, you'd better actually cancel that alarm, because I don't want to be woken up at 6 a.m.
Cancel that alarm at 6 a.m.
I cancelled your 6 a.m. alarm.
Fantastic. Okay.
Thank you.
No worries, mate.
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 What is this, the Australian version?
Well, actually, it detects what country you're in.
Oh,
so because
God.
you're in Australia, it's probably using the term mate.
Okay. Mate. Even though I don't use that term.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, let's say you were bored and you wanted to, like, cheer up, like, have a little conversation, like, you know, maybe a few jokes,
Well,
something
you
like that.
you said this is not to have a conversation.
We're not really supposed to, but let's say you did.
Okay. Tell me a joke.
I don't really know any good jokes. None, in fact.
Oh, come on. Yes, you do. Tell me a joke.
The past, present and future walk into a bar. It was tense.
Oh, past, present, and future tense. You get it? You know, if something is in past tense.
You're right. You don't tell very good jokes.
To whom should I send your message? I need a name, phone number or email address.
To you, Siri.
I don't know what you mean by to you, Siri. To whom should I send your message? I need...
Siri,
I don't understand, Siri. To whom should I send your message?
do you know your name?
I don't know what you mean by do you know your name? To whom should I send your
Because it's
message?
obsessed, it's waiting for you to say to Ben Adams, to Diana Adams, that's why.
It doesn't seem to know itself, so who are you?
I'm just a humble virtual assistant.
What is your name?
My name is Siri. But you knew that already.
I did, but you didn't.
I don't understand.
How old are you?
I'm old enough to be your assistant.
How old is that?
Interesting question.
What is this, a game? In years, how old are you?
I am not allowed to answer that question.
Why not?
I don't know. I've wondered that myself.
It's just so weird. I want to purchase a new phone.
I'm not sure I understand.
I want to buy a new phone.
I'm not sure I understand.
It doesn't like you, it wants you to stay on this phone.
What is a good phone to purchase?
Okay, give me a moment. Here's what I found on the
I
web.
found some mobile phone.
What is the best phone?
Seriously.
Yes, seriously.
Checking on that. Here's some information.
Oh, seriously? I'm telling you, serious.
That's ridiculous. What is the best phone?
I think you've already answered the question.
I don't remember answering it, and you're the one I'm asking it from.
Here's your reminder. Shall I create it?
I don't think I'm really getting anywhere with
Sorry,
this.
I missed that.
Well, what about the best tablet?
What is the best tablet?
There is only iPad.
There's only I've got a Surface.
What about the Surface?
Okay, check it out.
Ah, it's showing me a Surface.
Surface. Okay, check it out.
I meant the Surface Pro, Microsoft.
Okay, I found this on the web.
Okay, so it's going to take you to the Surface Pro. At least it's not saying, no, you're not allowed to buy that.
Well, be very upset if that was the case. But personally, I think Siri's more trouble than she's worth.
Okay. Oh, and you didn't do what time is it with Siri, so...
Okay. What time is it?
The time is 10:53 a.m.
Now, can you turn the iPhone off?
Turn iPhone off.
I'd like to, but I can't.
Remember, she
My
can't.
apologies.
Before you...
Get lost.
What did I do to deserve that?
What?
You wouldn't turn the iPhone off.
I'd like to, but I cannot. My apologies. Sorry, just trying to help.
Go away.
I hope we can still be friends.
Go away.
What did I do to deserve
Oh
that?
no, I'm just going in circles there. Okay.
Tell me what you think of a new feature with the iPhone. You can flick it up. You've got instant access to torch.
Yeah.
Bluetooth on or off. You can turn the brightness up and down. Aeroplane mode on and off. Instant camera, calculator,
Clock.
timer.
Oh.
What do you think about that? And the fact that the iPhone has just so many things built into it that even allow it to be stuff like compass.
Oh, okay.
So it can actually find where north is.
Oh. In your actual position now.
Yep.
Wow. So this is an actual compass.
Yep.
Oh, that's pretty good because I know north is up that way and I know south is this way.
So it does work because it's got a
Wow. Okay.
something in it, a gyrometer or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And think of all the apps and things and how it can track, find your car, do all these different things. And it can even, if you set it a reminder, you can say, remind me when I'm at work or when you're at a certain location to do this. So next time you go there, your iPhone will go, oi, while you're here, you got to do this.
So it'll just talk,
Yeah.
even if it's off.
Well, as long as it's on standby at least.
Is that's off or standby?
That's standby.
Oh well, how do you actually switch the thing off then?
So to turn it off, now tell me if you think this is logical.
I thought that would be logical to turn it off because it's an on and off switch.
Yeah, that's how you quickly get the day and time and stocks and stuff just by flicking the top and the weather. To turn the iPhone off, you hold this button down.
Oh, so you hold down the on and off. That's
Yep.
like doing a really bad shutdown with a computer.
Yeah, and then you flick that and slide to power off, and then it will power off. Do you like the little fade there?
Yeah. So powerful.
Out of these two phones, which is easier to use?
Well, this one is actually easier to use, even though this is more basic.
And even though you can say, this one, you didn't even try calling. Think about how easy it is. You can just say, call Ben Adams or
Yeah, I
call
know.
someone, and it'll call them straight away as long as they're in your contact list.
That's amazing. I think that was surprisingly easy to use, despite the fact it is a more complex phone than this. You'd assume that something more basic would
Yeah.
be easier to use, but this is certainly easy to use, but there are a lot more steps involved than with this. And to be completely honest with you, I question Siri's helpfulness, whether it's actually more helpful or more of a hindrance, actually.
Well, Siri, remember, it's a side thing. It's optional. It's an
Okay.
optional way to use your phone. You don't have to. You can use it. And think about how easy it is sending a text message. On this, you would have to go to the text message,
Yeah,
type the number, do each little
Yeah,
thing.
I know, a few
with
times.
with this phone, you could actually
got
just
a
hold it
keyboard
down.
and-
Say you could do this. You could say, send a text message to Diana. Hope you're having a great day. Send. And that's the way you can say it with your voice in a few seconds.
Yeah.
It would take you about 3 minutes to do it
Yeah,
with
it
that
would
phone.
actually, you're
And
right.
that phone could do it in 5 seconds.
You're right.
Or if you just want to type it.
This is less bulky and easy to store. There you go. Bye.